Hello YouTube fans, here again. I decided to go back to my action marathon, why not, with this one. That being Peace Story. That's right, Peace Story. Starring one of my mates, Taki Tan. I love Taki Tan. What can I say about Taki Tan? Now, this is the point when he was at his big hype of his career. And I think at the time, Taki Tan was just getting sick of people thinking he was going to be the next Bruce Lee and so on. And I think at the time, he wanted to have his own identity. That's right. He wanted to have his own identity. So he decided to do this one. Sort of like a comedy, sort of like an action sort of film. That being Beast Story. That's right, Beast Story. Now, in its own country, also done again by Golden Harvest, in its own country, this it broke what records? It was a big hit in 1985, done by Golden Harvest. This was a big hit, and I can see why. This film was a film where Taki Tam did his own stunts. I shit you not, did his own stunts. You can see it. I just love the shootout in it with the baddies. And on the one, you got the idea of the pushing jugs. Jackie Chan's undercover, his cover gets blown, it's a big shootout. I love the bit where he chases that car, it goes down the hill and it's explosions everywhere. And it was all done practical. Now this CGI shit you see nowadays, done practical. And you know what else I love? You know what else I love? The bit where he pulls the gun out, right? He's loads of done, he's on this bus, and he gets knocked off again, did his own stunts. But he pulls the gun out, and he pulls it out like that, fires it, and everyone just falls out the bus. And I swear that the directors that did Tango and Tass, if you've ever seen Tango and Tass, good film, Sylvester Stallone, Kurt Russell, I swear that the director must have seen this film, Beast Story. I am fucking positive he must have seen this film because I find it funny that the scene, right, the only difference is it's a double decker bus, right? And the villains fly out. But if you've ever seen Tango and Tass, it was done by a truck where the baddies go flying out. Very similar. But it is what it is. But at the time, the baddies have this really top-notch trucked lawyer and they get away with it. They don't have to witness who they've got to have for protection. And the main villain basically wants her bumped off because she knows too much. She knows too much. Again, like most Taki Tam films, it's not taken too serious. The dubbing isn't the best, and it does for a little bit of comedy here and there. You know, you get a bit of typical humour. You got one pretty to look at, Tiny who plays Taki Tan's woman, and she thinks he's cheating. It's on his birthday. She throws a birthday cake in his face, and he gets another birthday cake in his face, and so on, and so on. So it doesn't take itself too serious. There's a bit of a dive. One of the cop versions pretend to be like a rapist and a murderer, silly mask on his face. Your typical humour of Taki Tam, but again, it does have a lot of good fight scenes in it. If you're a martial arts chunker, you definitely love this one. There's a lot of good fight scenes in it. It's very good tutoriated. Big word for me. Bits when he's down to swat Taki Tan with a bar. He gets another bar and he whacks the fucker in the face. And I love it. I fucking love it. So I love the tar tastes in it. I love the explosions in it. I love it. It's a good one. But it nice, he does do a lot of his own stunts in this Taki Tan. You know what I mean? And halfway through the film, he's getting popular, and the villains don't like it, so they try and set him up. But like I say, Taki Tan does do his own stunts in this film. I think you're right in the second piece story. He did the best stunt I've ever seen. You got to see him when a bus goes. What? I'll save it when I do the review of Taki Tan. Well, Beast Story 2. I'll save it when I do Beast Story 2, that one. But this also has a good stunt scene in it. There's a scene where he's in this shopping mall, which, believe it or not, I think was done in a real shopping mall. And he jumps on these electric wires, sparks everywhere, goes all the way down and just lands down. I just love the stunt, which I do believe Taki Tan did burn himself. I believe he burnt himself when he did this film. But most of his films, he does injure himself, and a lot of the people that did this did their own stunts. And this CGI shit. This is why I fucking hate CGI action films. When I can go back onto films like this, I love. And Peace Story is a good one. It is a fucking good one. So he gets the baddest anyway. He gets the main bad there. The lawyer doesn't get him out of it because they set him up, and then he was proved innocent. He twats the fucking badder, and basically it passes there. But that's not the case. That's not the case. If you've ever seen the Chinese version of this, there's a lot more in it, which sad to say the British version didn't get. I think in the Japanese one, it shows a bit more where he's getting arrested and he gets put away, and then Jackie Chan looks at all cuts and bruises at the woman who he was supposed to be protecting, and then it ends there. And the thing I love about Jackie Chan films is they always show the outtakes in it. They always show the fucking outtakes. And I dilute the film for that. I really do dilute the film for the outtakes. So there's a lot of outtakes in it, in Peace Story. I mean, there's a funny bit where he's eating noodles, again, your typical human, he's getting telephones here, telephone there, and he comes out with this line, oh yeah, you want to have labour and all that, it turns out to be his woman's fucking mum, who's very unlikely to have a baby at her age. So they do have that typical sort of off-stick humour. And there's funny bits in there, like I say, his mate's pretending to be this rapist, and you can see it's his mate. And I mean, there's some bits where it just stains in lepities, fucking the big words today. And I mean, there's a bit where one of his mates, when they're having the shootout, pisses himself out of fear. So it's one of them. I mean, it's your typical humour, but that's Jackie Chan for you. He knows his films. He threw in that off-stick humour as well as action. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I do dilute about this film. It's not too serious, but they don't have fun doing it. And you could definitely see on the outtakes. If you ever see the ending, you can definitely see it on the outtakes of Peace Story. So what can I rate Peace Story? What can I rate it? It's a bit hit. They don't make action films like that anymore. A 10-star rating when it comes to my action marathon. It's like I say, I love the car chase. I love the bit where the car's going down the rock. It's hard, I could sew it, but you know, copyright. But the car, right, it's hard to sew it. It's going down this rock, but then they double sew it. See it going down again, then you see it going down again, and he did it again when he jumps off this electric thing. You couldn't go it down, then it sews it again, and then it sews it about 3 times. He jumps on the electric wire, which again, like I say, he burnt himself doing it. There was a lot of things of this when they were doing Peace Story, but at that point, I think in most of his films, they did show a lot of outtakes. One year after Armour of Dodd, they shown a lot of outtakes there. In '88, they did outtakes in Peace Story 2. So yeah, I do like it. I do like the DVD I've got. It does have a lot of special features. It definitely was a big success. They made out a lot of these Peace Stories after the original one. Come out in '85. Date for Golden Harvest and the company of Golden Harvest. In my eyes, I'm going to be open and honest, in my fucking eyes, these are the films I miss with Jackie Chan. I miss these films with Jackie Chan. You know, when he was in his heyday, he did his martial arts. There's a lot of good martial art moves. There's bits here where he's ducking, doing that. A lot of twatting. And I love it. So I'll do it again. Why not? Why not? A 10-star rating. But into them, I do more movies, more movie reviews on the way. Into them. Be smart, be safe. See you later.